The Peace Garden initiative is about families coming together and planting a tree in memory of those they have lost. The Peace Garden is about bringing communities together in our shared sense of grief and our hope for the future.
The pandemic has taken a real toll and given us a lot of pain.
The lives lost during COVID impacted us in a different way. We couldn't be with our families, we couldn't be with our loved ones, we couldn't support each other in ways that we might normally do.
It's the most horrid time, one that you wouldn't wish on anybody.
Every day when the house phone would ring or your mobile would ring, you jump because you think that it was a news of a bereavement or a loved one in hospital.
I think I always knew how difficult it was, or knew that pain, but losing a loved one really shows you that pain. It really hits hard. It's nothing imaginable. You can never imagine it unless it actually happens to you.
The hardest thing for families was knowing that their loved ones were dying alone.
It's to see the ambulance drive away and you can't go in with your loved one and you have to say goodbye from a distance. And as the ambulance goes down the road, in your heart, you know that you might not see them again.
His wife became ill and she passed away and he couldn't do anything. He himself ended up in hospital and that was a very sad. He couldn't bury his wife, couldn't see his wife, the one who's been living for 50 years.
Planting a tree for a loved one allows us to remember them in a really positive way.
A great sense of hope for the future and the beauty of creation.
But the thought of having a tree planted in memory, and not just the memory of that person who died, but in community with everybody else.
It would be a memorial for the loved ones, to not just for present, but for the coming future.
To remember those that we've lost over the last couple of years by something that will last for generations.
Planting a tree for a loved one means hope, means rebirth.
I think it's the most symbolic thing that you can do is to have something growing after somebody has passed away.
Well, I think trees are the sign of life. So those that are passed on, because they're passed on to the next life, I feel it's like a beginning of one life. That's in the next world, in a new life altogether.
Those trees are a mark of memory to a generation that passed away so sadly during COVID.
Trees are the symbol of the living, blossoming love we have for the memories of those that we have lost.
Just as a tree has its roots, so too the emotions of a person are deeply rooted in the essence of a person.
A tree for every life.
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 Tree for every life.
A 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 tree
for every life.
A tree for every life.
A tree for every life.
A tree for every life.